Okay, so one of the questions I get asked quite often is, how did we get started in San Martin? The story is that I actually heard about it many years ago. Somebody had visited there and came back and said that this was one of the most needy places they had ever seen. I kind of blew that off because I lived in Indian mountain villages in southern Mexico for 10 years, and I didn't think there could be a place more needy than that. A little while later, somebody else went, but they invited one of our workers, one of our staff members. He went with them, and he came back so impacted. He personally came to me and told me how needy and how impoverished this area was. So then we said, well, let's put together a team of our own people and go out there and experience it or see it for ourselves. And we did, and it's just so impactful. What you see when you pull up to this area is hundreds of kids, young single moms, come out just to gather together to see what's going on. And you see them just filthy dirty in basically really tattered clothing and just kind of hungry and desperate. I remember the first time that we went out there as a team, we wanted to help out. We knew they would be hungry, so we brought hundreds of peanut butter sandwiches, and we happily passed them out with juice boxes, and the kids were so excited and so happy just to get these. Even the moms were really happy their kids were being fed. But as they began to eat, we saw that their faces were dirty and they had runny noses and their hands were dirty and the sandwiches were actually getting dirty, and it was actually kind of a bad deal. It was kind of gross. And we realized we didn't really know what we were doing. So next time we went there, the first thing we did, we brought big water jugs and soap and water, and we helped wash all the kids' hands and faces. Later on, we washed their feet, and then we gave them shoes and socks. That outreach went a little bit better. But it's so amazing and it's so impactful, the amount of need there. And also the thing that really, really stuck with me is the amount of young pregnant girls, young girls that are 12, 13, 14 years old, sometimes caring for children on their own. And seeing this need, it really impacted me that if we're gonna make a difference there, it's gonna take a really big commitment on our part. And we wanna be life changers. We want to be able to go into that community and make a lasting life change in the kids' lives, in the moms' lives, in the families' lives, and in that entire community. And obviously that's a really big challenge for us, but we feel like God is calling us to do that. We've committed to doing that. We're visiting there on a weekly basis with teams from Esperanza Viva, sometimes the staff, the older kids, teams from church, teams from the Bible Institute, but we can't do it without your help. The children there are available for sponsorship, which really helps us cover the weekly cost of the outreach to the community. And then we're trying to build a building on a small piece of land that we purchased, which we want to use for an outreach center. So we need sponsorship for the kids, and we need funding for the building project. We really appreciate your time in seeing this. We appreciate your prayer and your help and partnership in this. God bless you, and thank you.